guys, welcome to a new vlog. This one we're just going to do a quick sit down and a little bit of a catch up.
Yeah, we haven't done one of these in ages.
So we're just going to do why we are going to stay in Australia.
Yeah.
Obviously as long as we get PR, which we should do.
Yeah, I feel like do you know, like a lot of people who move to Australia, they always say like we've come for a better life.
Yeah.
We've never said that. Because we always thought it was going to be, in all of our previous vlogs, do you remember before we came here, we were always like, oh, it could be potentially could be temporary. But then when you move here and you see the lifestyle and the lifestyle that you had in the UK, it's
completely different.
Yeah, like there's no way we could go back to that lifestyle now.
I think like obviously I'm not working as much here. In the UK I work 6 days a week, well weekends as well.
Yeah.
And then when you get home you're just too tired just to sit on the sofa and watch TV. Here you literally, I finish at 3. Obviously you're finished by 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we're literally straight down the beach most days, or go for a walk, go for a drink. It's just like, it feels like as soon as you finish work here, you go straight down the beach, and the rest of the day, the day that's been, is forgotten about. All the work stress is gone.
It's like you've not been at work.
Yeah, you start like going on holiday kind of thing, which is nice. It makes a massive difference. You don't like feel stressed at work a little bit, but as soon as you walk out, you can forget about it. Whereas in the UK, it's very much, it's on your mind.
I feel like in the UK, you take your home. You take your work home with you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the big thing that I've noticed is like in the UK, it was like a rat race when it came to work, school, home life. And we were always counting down the days to go on holiday.
Yeah.
Like, I always thought that was going to be for us forever. Like, I literally didn't think...
You can't get stuck in a rut.
Yeah, and we did have a good life in the UK. We went on a lot of holidays, but again, that we were working towards counting down them days to go on holiday.
For the holidays.
Yeah, or you're working like for the weekend, aren't you? And it doesn't feel like that here.
I think we both said the other day, like in the UK, you go to bed dreading going to work the next day because how tiring it is, but then here he's like, yeah, go to work.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. You're done by 3 anyway, so obviously it's winter at the minute here. The weather's been perfect. It's been really nice. I think coldest it's been during the day is probably 12.
It was sunny though when that was
sunny.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
In the mornings when I go to work at 6 o'clock, it's like 5-6 degrees. I think yesterday or the day before it's 17.5 degrees at 6 in the morning. So
it's just
makes a big difference.
I feel like if a lot of people who come to Australia, they already know that they want to come to Australia, they want the better lifestyle. But because we didn't have any inkling of us ever moving to Australia, we didn't really look up on anything before we got here. So when we got here, how it is it kind of makes you question what is actually wrong with the UK.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the UK. UK's not a bad place. I just think it's gone past. Yeah. It's gone past being. I don't know.
Like,
I don't know what the word is. You don't really want to slag the UK off because there's nothing wrong with the UK.
We've never ever.
It's just not
I don't think we've ever like slagged the UK off, and we've never been like Australia, UK, like that. But I feel like now we're here and we've been here nearly 6 months. I do look back and think, what were we doing? Like it was just a very much of a rat race. Even like with the difference, that's just work that we've touched on, but school, like the difference, and then that makes me question like, why in the UK
are they doing it that way?
It's so strict. So it's
micromanage everything you do in the UK is micromanaged, whether it's by your company, your school, the government. You micromanage, whereas here you're just left to live.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Like the school difference. Again, we didn't look any of this up. We just kind of got offered an opportunity and thought, you know what, let's take it, because you never want to regret anything. But the difference in school, compared to the UK, is Oliver used to dread going to school. He used to try and do anything not to go to school. Here, when he was ill, for them 2 days, we said on the 3rd day, have the Wednesday off and just get yourself better. And he was like, no, I want to go to school. Like, he's never said that to us before. And as well, I feel like in the school that he's in, they're so, because he's going into year 10, so they're picking like their subjects similar, like in the UK you would pick your GCSEs at around a similar time, but they've asked him like, what do you want to do? Let me help you with what you want to do. Let me help you with the subjects that you need to do what you want to do. And that was never ever the case, because
No.
Oliver was picking his GCSEs just as we came here.
Have to do this, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Don't do this, then
Well, he had to pick a language, and it's like, you don't, for what he wanted to do, he doesn't need a language. And like here, when we spoke to the principal, he was like, oh no, don't pick one then, because that's not going to help you.
Yeah.
And the strict, like in the UK, when I tell my Australian friends, if it was like 30 odd degrees and you have to wear your full uniform, a blazer, a tie, a shirt, you would have to put your hand up in class and say, can I take my blazer off? And sometimes they would say no. And here,
they're not blazer.
well, not only that, but Oliver used to get headaches back in the UK, and I've always said to him, if you've got a headache at school, don't force yourself to be at school. Don't ring me. Tell a teacher. No matter how many times I used to tell a teacher that I've really got a bad headache, I need to go home, and they used to be like, wait to the end of the lesson, wait to the end of the day, and I'll pick him up white as a sheet, like, oh, I've had a headache all day, and I would be saying to Oliver, why didn't you ring me? I would have come and got you. So when Oliver had a headache here, he had a migraine, school rang me at like 11 o'clock and said, can you come pick Oliver up? He's got a headache and he's struggling to concentrate in class. And I was like, of course. I picked Oliver up and I was like, what happened when you told the teacher? And he was like, oh, they just called you. And I was like, they didn't question you. They didn't say carry on for the rest of the day and persevere. They was like, no, they called you straight away. And I was like, wow.
That should be though. You shouldn't be having to answer to anybody really.
No.
They're not. Yeah, school teachers are there to help you learn and stuff, but they're not there to be so strict. But in the UK, obviously they are. Everything's by the book.
I feel like the well-being for the children is much.
Yeah, Australia is a country for well-being and health and stuff. It's if your mental health comes first, family comes first. Every time something happens at work, family comes first. It's no questions asked.
Well, even when my car got broken into, I didn't really need Ollie to come home. I just wanted to know, what do I do? Because you, the one who sorted all the insurance out, and you rang me back from your car being like, I'm on my way to come help you. I was like, you don't need to leave work, just let me know. And he was like, oh no, your boss said family comes first, like go and get it sorted. And you wouldn't have that in the UK, believe it. I think the lifestyle in the UK is, we thought it was good. We were all like, yes, we had our days where we were like, oh, especially in winter, but when you're here and you have the lifestyle that you have, and the cost of living in the UK, I know the cost of living here in Australia has also gone up, but we obviously don't know that, but how England charges so much for certain things compared to what they charge here, it's just greed. Like, how many times have I said that? Why did we pay like $8 for a cup of tea in the UK when we can get a coffee here? A medium one down there at Kitchen Containers $4.50, and I paid $8 for a bit of hot water and a tea bag. Like, you think as well, like, not just that, it's like the council tax, the water, the gas, electricity, your car tax, your petrol, everything in the UK there's no need for it to be that high, I don't think.
No, I think fuel as well. I think the average cost probably says about 165 here. So that's what, 90,
Not even
90p, 85p.
Yeah.
Which again, is cheap, really cheap. I think it costs your car to fill up probably $85, probably same for mine, from empty, which is good.
I feel like the final thing that I noticed, another reason why I want to stay here, is how easy it is to meet people and make friends. Like in the UK, like I feel like in the UK, if you've been brought up in that town and you went to school in that town, you'll have friends. But I didn't. I grew up in Cumbria, moved to Spain, then moved to Nottingham. So I had to make friends, and luckily the only way I did that initially was through Oliver when he was a baby, because you get your mum friends, but then you go off. So really, other than meeting people at work, you wouldn't ever put yourself out there, would you? But we've actually got more friends here than we have in the UK now. And as well, because we don't drink and we don't smoke and we're not like party people, I think that didn't help us in the UK trying to make friends. But here, I feel like everyone's similar to us.
It's more of a socialised thing here. It's not a party.
But don't you think as well, like, the more family orientated like we are, like when we've been to friends, we take Oliver because they're kids at Oliver's age, and
they bring friends along who's got kids, and which is good.
I feel like they are kind of people. Like, we're not very loud. We're not party people. We don't drink. We don't smoke. We don't really. I don't know. Our kind of fun is going for a nice meal and a drink and like catching up, like talking to people. So I feel like
the food here as well is like 10 out of 10. I think they've got like a rule or something where they're not allowed to serve food below a certain standard. I think that's why the food's so good here. And again, it's not expensive to eat out.
No.
Obviously, depending where you go, but I think on average, if we go out for an even meal, you're probably looking $100.
Yeah.
For the three of us, which is £50. It's next to nothing. So
I feel like as well, like with the food, like Holly went back. Holly's Melbourneian basically, but she'd lived here like 15 years.
Yeah.
She went back to England, and after like one day, she was like, I need Melbourne food. And like somebody took her to Wagamama's, and she was like, what is this? And you again, like, we used to go out for meals in the UK and get really annoyed about paying for it because you can't really complain because it's a nice meal, but that's how they serve it. I could have cooked better at home, but here we're eating out so much more because everywhere's fresh. Like that BLT you had on the weekend, had that tomato and that lettuce was so fresh. We have not had a bad meal.
I think everything's organic here as well. You feel a lot healthier. Like, I think back in the UK we were constantly at doctors, especially you and Oliver, and we haven't been since we've been here. Touch wood. You're not killing yourself working all the time. I think there's more spare time, family time than there is work time. Whereas in the UK you're working, which obviously isn't good for you. I think looking like how people are in the UK, you kind of feel like you want to just say to them like, come over here and live this life because this is how life should be. You only get one life, go and live it.
I feel like you said that over the weekend. Somebody who Ollie worked with, your place is a very stressful place, but even more so towards coming here because there's so many changes are happening, and the person who's still in that job role, still doing the same thing, so mundane, so stressed, working every Saturday, working 60 hours a week, getting a Sunday off, but he's so tired. And then you said, didn't you, like you felt a bit sorry for him because we feel like we do feel like we've...
But when you're in that situation, you don't see it until you're out of it, and we haven't seen it until we're out of it. And it's like, obviously, it happened for us at the right time.
I feel like Australia's doing so much right that the UK is getting so much wrong. Like, now, like, we've never ever had an opinion of Australia, ever. Like, literally, it was never on our... We were going to come here for a holiday when Oliver does his GCSEs, that was it. So to actually have this lifestyle and see how we was in the UK, it's a complete opposite. And I feel like we're just so happy to be here. And we want to stay in Australia. We want to get permanent residency and we want to get citizenship.
But yeah, we just thought we'd come on and just give you a few things that we think is better for us. Yeah. Obviously, everybody's different, so you might look at it and go, that's not right or whatever, or you might see them as whinging Poms, but we're not.
We cannot be. No. We're the positive Poms.
There's nothing wrong with the UK at all. It's just, it wasn't us.
No.
So, but this is, Australia is us, and I put a post on my Instagram the other day, which I don't really do, and it was like, Australia is home, and it is. Yeah. I feel more at home here than I do in the UK, and I lived in the same town since birth up until the day we left.
Yeah.
But here, so that's 25 years, no, I'm not 25, that's 30 years of my life, and 6 months of my life here, and it's already home. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.